Hello everyone. I am very excited to present to you Zoom.us. In this class and in the next one, you will be using Zoom as a tool for synchronous meetings. Zoom.us allows you to have a virtual meeting space where you can record, share your screen, do online annotations, record the meeting, use video, use the voiceover protocol, the whole 9 yards. This is a great tool. Now let me show you right now, as it stands, the tool that we used to use for this course was called bigmarker.com. And it didn't work the way we had hoped, so a lot of time and effort went into trying to find something better. This is role modeling what it's like working in 21st century environments. You have to be willing to swap out tools as they come and go, as your needs change. So we will be using Zoom.us. What you'll want to do is create a free account. Let me clarify that again. Yes, you can pay for an account, but you don't need to. I've spoken with the Zoom team. They're very nice people. I actually just got on the phone and called them and explained our needs, and they said, indeed, with the free account, you can have a static virtual office where you can hold meetings for up to 90 minutes that you can record, the whole 9 yards, and you can have up to 20 people in the meeting. So that more than fits our needs. This is a tool you can take with you out beyond your master's degree. So let's take a look at how this works. I really believe you're going to like this tool. So you see the big orange button in the middle, sign up for free, or you can click the sign in the right corner. Either one will get you to the place where you would sign in. You'll note you can use your Bremen email. I have. If you're not comfortable with that, you can go get a free Gmail account and use that as well. You'll note you'll get a personal ID that you'll use and a URL that you can hold on to for your virtual office. Now, once you've got this set up, you'll see in the upper left-hand corner under your profile, you can have multiple meetings. But I strongly recommend you make your life easy. You just set up one room that you will be using over and over. You'll share that URL out with people who you invite in to meet with you online. So we want to make sure that we go back and look at the settings. There are just a couple of things you want to be clear on. Click on the name and it'll take you in to manage it. Note you can set whether video is available for yourself, for your guests. Don't mess with the calendar. It gets a little complicated. You want to just leave your room open. Note that you will get, as I said, your own URL. This is what you'll copy and email out to people to join you in your meeting. Now you note there are meeting options. You could require a password, and you could allow people to join the meeting before you get in, but what's most important are the audio options. You want to make certain you use the VoIP only. So how do you fix this? Look at the bottom and click Edit. Here we go. Now you can set VoIP only. Voice over Internet Protocol. That's what you want, so there are no surprise fees or charges. Click Save and you're good to go. And now start your meeting. So you see it takes a moment to load, and it's going to ask you the very first time to download an app. Please do. The app makes it very easy to launch your meeting, to control the different features. It's worth downloading. Now mine launched on my other screen. I used two, and this audio won't sync up, so please don't let that throw you. Note, and I'm sorry about the face. Oh, am I sorry about the face? Note that it opened with the video. You can control that in your settings, but you can also shut it off. Note below, there's the whole toolbar with the start video, shut off video, You're welcome. And you've got the mute for the voice over protocol, the microphone just in the lower left-hand corner. You'll note there is a chat feature, but you have to turn it on. Once it's on, you can move it all over the screen. It doesn't need to stay in the same little box. So that's nice. Particularly if you're working off two different screens, you can have it out of the way. So I move it up there. Note you've got invite participants. You've got share my screen. This is a really powerful feature. So again, I have two screens. Ignore this if you only have one screen. Otherwise, I can even pick my iPhone or my iPad to be a screen for this, as long as it's connected via Bluetooth. So I select what screen I want to share, and it will now show you my desktop, which this is what's on my desktop. But when you're sharing, all your tools move to the top. So everything is still readily available. It's just out of the way. And look, I can draw all over my screen. I can point things out. This is a really well-designed tool. I know I sound like I'm gushing, but the amount of effort that they put into crafting something you could use is really well worth it. Note you can record. This is important because you'll have an assignment where you're asked to hold an online meeting, record it, and share the URL of that recording. You click record, it records. And then it will ask you where you want to save it. It will save as an MP4. Right there, see? An MP4, which you can then easily upload to a Dropbox. You don't have to use YouTube if you're not comfortable with it. I strongly recommend, if you haven't got one yet, get a free account with Dropbox.com. It's so easy and it's a great way to share video. So I'm launching Dropbox.com, and if you're unfamiliar with it, I will quickly simply build a specific folder, call this example, go into my folder, and right up towards the middle, I can easily now upload this file, choose it, select it off my computer, and it will upload. It's that simple. Now, how do I get the URL to share? Well, look, over on the right, there's a share button. Check your permissions. Make sure there's no password or lock on it. Copy that URL, and that's what I will share with my professor so he or she can access the video. It really is this simple. But this week's threaded discussion, again, this will change. It will reflect the very video you're watching right now. And before I forget, I do want to show you, once you've downloaded the Zoom app, this is the interface you get to quickly launch your meeting, go back into the one. Remember, you only want the one meeting, which will serve as your office. It's nomenclature in synchronous meeting tools to use the word meeting over and over, but you've got all your settings. Just think of it as your one space. You can go in, set the general, set the audio, set the video. This is a very well-built little tool, all right? You don't need to upgrade to Pro. If you decide you want to, please call them and let them know that you were introduced to this from a Brandman University master's class. I had a great conversation with them. They couldn't have been nicer. They absolutely support educators. They went out of their way to tell me if anybody using the tool as a virtual classroom needs support, use the 1-800 number, reach out. They really do want to support us as 21st century educators, and they couldn't be more authentic about it. So, for this week, please spend the time creating your account and play with it. If you want to send the URL to a fellow peer, swap classrooms, meet online, see what all you can do with it. If you want to create your account and send the URL to a relative who you don't see very often, take advantage of this. Remember, only use the online audio, the VoIP. But go ahead and play with the video and sharing your screen and annotating your screen. All of what's available, go ahead and explore, and then come back into this discussion and share with us, what are you thinking? Are there any questions you have? And What are you going to do with this as part of your unit design? You can use this as a formative tool, you can use it summative, you can use it purely instructional, engagement, however you want, but your unit must have a synchronous component built into it. So there you are. Enjoy using this. I'm telling you, it really is a great tool.